Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Down and 12.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Johnson on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 82 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 7, Bengals 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here, and a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
Brought
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The gun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Cincinnati.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And a Bengal 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Bengals.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Steelers 7, Bengals nothing.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
29-yard line.
Here's a give to Mixon, and he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And able to find Green. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
A gain of 9 yards.
Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And able to work his way down to the 16. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 33 yards that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 55 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
CD, I want to sneak in a little NFC East talk here. I don't know what to make of this division. Through 4 weeks, they are a combined 3-12-1. The Eagles would actually be the division champ.
There goes Green. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for Cincinnati. 58 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Burrow will throw, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Intended for Auden Tate. It's now 2nd and 10. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And oh, it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a run with McFarland, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 33-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. This will be fielded at the 17. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running with McFarland. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
The score, Steelers 21, Bengals 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Joe Mixon.
But they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here's Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland, 31 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.